which is my boy Amo, the beast from New Zealand, versus Maxi, who I don't know too much about other than that he likes laming like I do, which is pretty fun. So Amo's home map is Yucatan, and he banned Georgians on Yucatan, and Maxi banned Ethiopians. And Maxi's home map is Arena, where Maxi banned Britons and Amo banned Vietnamese. So let's get into some Yucatan, or as I like to call it, Yucatan. Awful-atan. Like just horrific-atan. Game. Maxi! He likes Vil rushing and archers. He specifically lames on Arena, so it will be interesting to see what happens. There was a bit of discussion about the laming rules, and he's played Vietnamese on this map because they're banned on the other map, right? He has got Loom, and there is a Vil and a Scout moving forward. Now, quickly, laming is strictly prohibited in this tournament before minute 4, except on various maps, and this is not one of those maps. I believe this game is played out no matter what. I personally disagree with that rule. I think laming, if you're gonna like idle your economy to lame, and Amo gets the early. Oh, Amo sends the Scout coming forward. Gets the early Loom, sends 2 Vils forward. Oh no, Maxi. That's risky. Deletes it. That's good. But both look. Well done. Okay, no lane. It has to be successful to count as a lane. So actually really well done by Amo here. Although he is idling 2 Vils to Maxi's 1. And needs to keep his Scout alive. That's really well done. So looking at this, 1 second of idle TC time for each player. And well done Maxi as well. Both players doing really well. Amo pulls off the second Vil. Amo almost killed himself. He loses a couple of sheepies, but not a big deal really. They're the spare boars. Oop, get back. And there's just so much food in this map. I don't think laming makes that big a difference. Gets a house. Yeah. I mean, like, technically, I don't think Amo knew the rules. There was a little bit of discussion around it. So I think he would have played on no matter what. And, oh no, Gaia! Oh, 4 HP. Well done. Loom pays off. And weak villager swap for a less weak villager. Scouts both kind of low HP. Very, similar idle TC time. Where did... Oh, no. I think I lost a Vil somewhere. Hang on. Whoa, Amo lost a Vil early. Oh no, rip. Lost a Vil to a boar. I have to explore all these things. But like I said, I actually think Amo is an absolute beast, so... He just clapped me in a final once, 3-0, so I've got to find all his flaws to make myself feel better. And we have pitched a boar, but it's like one of the spare boars. It's not actually like he's still got 3 boars, so you've taken one of the 2 extra boars. So I don't think it's actually that big a lame if it comes off. And it looks like Maxi's going to get it in, and he's going to do it without idling too much TC time. But I also think maybe so we see birds just flying in a straight line here. I don't know if this is worth the investment. I'll put it that way. And are we about to... Is Gaia about to equal the ledger? 1 hit. Oh, Vil gets in. No. Oh, Vil gets in. Okay. So, Kados has taught us on Yucatan, you should send your sheep to your opponent's base. Now, the theory behind that, as discussed between TDI and Razor, is that staying on sheep for too long delays your farming eco. And the farming eco transition is one of the most important things. So if you have too many vills on sheep, and then you need to transition and can't do it properly, you see a good little lure there from Maxi, it really delays your transition through the ages. So sending your sheep forward to your opponent gives you scouting intel and delays their farming transition. So I think the tactic is give them your sheep. You've got so many deer, you've got berries, you've got 3 boars. You don't need it. Salmon, I'm pretty sure it's basically what he did as well. But the sheep were slightly there first. Now, is this going to give us any vision? No, just like literally nothing. Cool. Amo gets his walls down and possibly needs to drop a palisade wall there. Maxi's going to get in. Ooh, Amo's clicked out of his base, I reckon. Really smart, and we'll probably finish the wall as a result. And Maxi, very good. Pretty clean feudal age from both players, despite the chaos. 6 total seconds of idle TC time. And is he going to go for this boar as well? I think he thinks this is one of the 3 boars. The other interesting thing on this map is there is a bit of demo potential. So we'll be keen to see that. So Saracens versus Vietnamese. Let's see. How does this play out? I think both players kind of go archers. You look at Amo, really looks set to go archers. Maxi with the same transition. I think it becomes a bit of a feudal archer play. I don't think Saracens want to stay on archers for too long against the Vietnamese unless they can really get ahead early. But I think we probably... I mean, the Saracen market means you just got a lot of potential, but archers against Saracens is always a good play. And Vietnamese do have the best archers to play in an archer v archer matchup, as we see Amo lose his scout to the TC. What a noob. And he doesn't even know his taunts. And yeah, Maxi, I love his commitment, but he's just landing an extra ball and making a forward archery range at the same time. That's actually pretty pog. I'm down for it. And Amo on stone and building a market and building a blacksmith. So Amo's actually going to go for a bit of an FC. Saracens, that's cheaper. You can get the upgrades, but I think Maxi is going to be at least 1 range. And look at this. Just look at this disaster of food. Oh, man. They're all going to die now. But Vietnamese gets those eco techs in. Horse collar without any farms or even the intent to farm, I think, is a little bit of a waste of resources. But you're Vietnamese, so it doesn't really matter. And Amo going stone. So Mamelukes. Oh, gets the final hit in. And getting that gate up as well. So getting the vision, going archers. Hopefully we'll see a bit of fast fletching. Should have the res now, but Amo is on his way to Castle H. 2 range archers. If we don't hit him fast enough, and Amo has the potential to just drop a tower here as well, which is really handy. If we don't hit him fast enough, siege will be on the way, and man, stonewalling with an outpost just on the wrong side. Hello, here I am, and builds the tower himself. I mean, Amo can just drop a tower here, right? Don't get too close. I would have preferred it slightly further back, but that's okay. Can he range? Imagine if you hadn't deleted your palisades. Oh, don't. Ooh. Just delete it and build it here. Yeah. In fact, I don't even think you needed to build a tower. You just need to wait to get to Castle Age and drop a Siege Workshop. But towers do bring pressure. And Amo drops a TC. And Maxi sent more vills forward. But now with fletching, this does become now garrison. Yep, excellent. Now it's just a tower war. But that tower actually did its job. Soaked up some arrow fire. And Onager on its way. Or Mangonel even. Towers just bring panic, don't they? People just go, tower, I need to counter tower. But yeah, being the position he was in, one mango and kind of, it's pretty hard to do anything. And Maxi pretty good with his micro there. Timing it between the bursts. Amo's definitely clicked on the tower. And Amo's walled off, which is really nice. So you can just boom now. Got the mango. Tower should go down. You can just attack around that position, right? And repair the mango. And drop TCs now. Your Saracens, just buy TCs and boom. Oh, there's a little spearman there. That's cheeky. Hello. Just waiting for the chop in. And what's Maxi up to? Dropping a market. Horse collar starting to pay off now. Dropping a couple of farms. And building up Seco quite nicely. Man, I hope these guys don't watch my games. The criticism will be real. And on his way to Castle Age. So Maxi, look, he's invested. He's got really good army numbers. There's a stable transition coming as well. You know, he's kept Amo at home. He's forced a Siege Workshop. He's forced a tower. We've actually got a bit of a wood problem for him. He's only got 3 on wood. Farm transition hasn't been super smooth for him. And everything's on gold, which I guess, if you're Saracens, means everything's army. Really nice tower, so you can kind of get a vision of everything that's happening. Oh man, this could be a big shot. Oh man. Oh, how good's your micro, Amo? How good's your micro? Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. Take those rocks to the face. There's not a lot of HP left on those boys. There's not a lot of HP left there. Man. Now, I have played against Amo before, and he's just so good at booming under pressure. Like, he's only got a 4-vil lead, but if he can start to drop like a couple more TCs, yeah, bang. Now, Maxi doing well here, actually, because there's not like an abundance of gold on this map. So 3 tiles here, 3 tiles here. And then your gold at home, which is a 4 tile and a 7 tile. The Amo's only got the 7 tile and the 4 tile. And Maxi's kind of got control of the rest of the gold, so that's pretty important. Oh, Amo, here he is. And if you're used to my casting, you know I miss that most of the time, so I'm pretty glad that you got to see that. I'm pretty glad that I got to see it. I really hope the players just sitting there playing and being like, yeah, Westy's going to love that. And then they come and watch and I miss everything. Got the TCs rolling, Eco's hooking, and it's going to be a forward castle from Maxi. 3-vil forward castle, which Amo can actually see. Fuck, you could deny this with 1 mango. Just drops his own castle, don't mind it. Really don't mind it. Calm under pressure there now. Really... TC here from Maxi. I was going to say, Maxi's probably got to start thinking Imp, but I don't think that's on his radar. With the Saracens, the risk of getting imps just always so high because they can just buy their way there. And he sees the castle now. So, Bodkin's coming in. I think you got to be worried about a fast imp potential from the Vietnamese player here. They did have that extended feudal age, and the Vietnamese eco is pretty good. But yeah, walling quite nicely here. We are just pulling so far ahead in terms of villages and rares, and the farms are just flying. So Amo's probably just got to just hold tight for a couple of minutes, and he'll naturally afford imp, but probably need to get off stone, or I don't know. We're going to drop a castle here. Where's our mango? No ballistics kind of hurts there. And good completion of the outpost. And like, Amo just doesn't care, right? Like, he's just chilling. Booming. Adding vills, dropping farms. Taking berries. Being a bit of a stoner. Being a bit of a gold digger. And like, just look at that macro, just getting into that imp position so cleanly. Maxy's probably noticed that the pressure's not coming. He's getting his walls up, which I like. He's got his university. Gonna be a ballistics push, I think, but we see Imp in for Amo. Imp on 77 vills. Imp will be in just before 30 minutes. Like, that's just... It's kind of what you want to do in this position. What a boomer. Could use some eco techs, but realistically, not a big deal. And the threat of Trebs is going to be too real. Building a barrack. So what is the army comp? I think you kind of do almost whatever you want. Adds good Onager micro, so could probably just go like siege whatever. Now Maxi actually working into a really good position to get up to Imp. Maxi's Imp timing is going to be really good here. I've missed that, but his macro is actually looking really nice. He's got 24 on farms. I think this is probably the difference between like a 12, 1300, 1400 and these guys playing in that kind of 1450, 1500 phase, is that he has read the game well enough to know that Imp was so important and not hung around in Castle Age for too long when you're on the front putting pressure on. Amo dropping a second castle. Trebs from 2 castles is going to be hard to deal with. And archers in the castle getting extra damage. I really like that. As you can see, this Saracen castle almost at half HP. And repairing. Ooh, don't lose a vill, but it's just on the outside. Getting masonry. Just the smart things. And it's going to have a minute and a half of Trebs, and Maxi's got a little bit of stone in the bank, so he'll be right for a little while. And it is an archer transition. Skirm transition. Wonderful. Skirm Onager. Treb on its way. Treb on its way when the wood comes in. Excellent. Clue, how are you? It's a weekday cast. Actually, Clue, I typically cast more on the weekdays. But with Blue's Clues, I've been doing some weekend casting. So, doing a bit of a weekday cast to get AOE legs action showing. So, Trebs are out, and Maxi's about to hit him. And this castle HP now with masonry is quite nice. So, Vietnamese get notoriously paper-thin castles. So, we can repair this. But could be sitting for a while, and Amo looking in a pretty strong position, but army numbers matter. Bracer, ballistics, and chemistry really important for Maxi here. And ammo repairing 4 bills, which is really nice. And gonna get some damage here, but is ammo paying attention? Yep, sees it straight away. Onage is out of position. Bracer coming in, excellent. Bracer means mangonels aren't problematic. Bracer is such an important tech. Kados' favorite map. Yeah. No, it was good. It was good aggression from Maxi. Amo just boomed behind it really nicely. I'm not a big fan of Yucatan, I do have to say, but you missed my thesis statement on sending sheeps to your position TC, Kados. Now, Amo just been really patient. Just been really patient. Man, I can't wait to see Jewelop and Chris play on this map, am I right? But Onage coming in, Onage in. And we've got Siege Engineers. Now at that 8 range. I mean, like 112 views. It's Kados. If I ever talk about it, it's Kados sheep scouting trademark. Keeps the castle up. This Treb should go down when the Trebs eventually hit. Man. Trebs can't hit anything but bombard cannons, apparently. And the Vils are here to save the day as they finally start hitting. That's a really cool... Actually, I love watching these, like, explosions up close. Like, that's amazing little graphics. Well done. Capture agent devs. Oh, kills a Vil. I mean, Maxi has all the map control at the moment. Like, and Mamelukes kind of just die to anything range, so much better with the Mutreb mod. I bet it is. I couldn't play with that though. Just, it would do my head in. I do need to put my mods on. But the game's just kind of cruising. Come on. Amo just expanding out. Getting monks. He's going for relics. Amo's wife does only lets him play when it's a tournament game, so he does like stretching them out. And elite skirm for the Vietnamese player. I think maybe expecting an archer switch. Have they seen really anything to suggest anything other than siege? Not really. And a couple of scouts coming in. So Vietnamese like Cav elite skirms. They play into good trash. And Maxi's boomed up pretty nicely behind this on 3 TCs. Just needs to probably start dropping some farms, and his eco's looking in a really sick position. And Amo is in probably the same position, just needs to start dropping some farms. But he's going to start to push out this way. Thumb ring, hand cut, Vils. Oh dear. Yeah, almost a good idea. Oh, we see the Onager cut through. Oh! Man. Man, oh man. There's some big Onager hits. And heck, yeah, so Mameluke Onager is going to be pretty hard to push here. Jemmy, how you going? Welcome in. And here come the scouts. Let's see if they can get some sniping. Amos just got such good vision. Great, almost a great attack round. Do they get one? Or the Mameluke's going to shred them? They're going to get two. They get one. But Bracer, oh dear. The elite scam being there is pretty good. Oh, thanks, Jemmy. Thanks for stopping in. It is late over in the States for my friends over there. It's a bit of an in. Are we going to get all three on it? Are we? Yeah. One. No. Oh man, Mameluke, just do their job. And the skirm's just pushing back the archers quite nicely. Ballistics, light cav coming in. Oh, so you're like a full 15 hours behind me, Jim, because it's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon here. Man, time is funny. I love it when you've got enough skirms to like start killing light cav and it doesn't really matter. And Monk dies, and the pressure's going to start to become a bit too much, I think, and the GG's called from Maxi, and that was a fun little game. That was a fun little game. Well played to Amo, held that early pressure quite well, just defended in and got a boom up. And I like what Maxi's doing. He plays the game quite aggressive, and I like players. I appreciate players who do that. So keen to see what Maxi's got in store for Arena. I know he's one of the few people that successfully manages to lane consistently on the map. So picking it as a home map is quite interesting. So pretty interested to see what's cooking. Hopefully it's not a long Arena game, but I think we're going to make it in time so I can still get to work without getting in too much trouble. So game 2 Arena. Here we go. So game 2 of the AOE League's Division D set between Amo and Maxi. We see Amo as the Franks, classic boom sieve. Oh god. Okay, playing casting with large trees has not really bothered me until this moment right now. I don't know if Arena can be done with it. Where are we? I think it was. Nope. Hey. Oh, thank God. All right, we've got my mods going now. Welcome to Identical Pine Trees. So, Amo in the blue as Franks, a bit of a classic civ, classic boom civ. They have strategies on Arena though, so they're not just a one-trick pony. And you see Amo worried about the Maxi lanes, goes straight for his forward boars, and Maxi hasn't gone forward, pushing deer, doing the right thing, and probably plays this a little bit more standard. Now Koreans for Maxi in the red. Someone who likes playing Arena, and look at this, Amo scouting. Yep. The research on Maxi shows that he plays Vietnamese and sends a build forward for the lane. As we see Maxi going forward with a Vil. And a scout. Now, is this a loomed Vil? Yes, it is a loomed Vil. But Amo just patrolling really tightly on his war there. And sees Maxi. And can probably just send... Yeah, and Maxi loves to do this as well. Now... Amo's just going to go get his boar. Is he going to try to take the Vil? Then you just got to get your scout out. You don't want to lose your scout. Gets his boar safe, so he's under no lane pressure. But Maxi just loves walling in his opponent's gates. And Amo, I think, is just going to be happy to boom behind this, to be honest. But I think this is going to be a follow-up trush. He deletes the house. Why did he delete the house? That's interesting. And this is probably a good result for Maxi, to be honest. He's going to take a Frank Scout, which can be quite hard to deal with. And he's going to be able to do... Oh, no. Is that a completed house, not a deleted one? It's a completed one. And that's just a palisade wall. Kind of goes down pretty easily if you want it to. But I think the correct play here is to not react to... Oh, man, is that a... You're going to try and chop in. And we're milling our deer. Nice. He definitely tried to do the straggler tree trick with that. But it just didn't come off. And knowing that there's no scout, we can be a bit of a nuisance with this field. And actually having backberries is really nice for the Franks if you're about to take pressure. Because you can mill these deer. And then you can mill the berries later on. And Amo is house though, so getting a loom. And Everything's kind of even then, really. I'm a couple of seconds ahead because of idle TC time. And house walling is... this gate is non-operational. We don't care. This is an interesting little start to the game. It's one way to make Arena interesting. But it also means if a trash comes in, it really can't be pushed too hard. So I do like that. We see Maxi just macroing up. And bringing the boar in. So Maxi... Is Maxi going to trash? Oh, don't... Yep. Needs to get a bit of food going. Going to maybe go up on 22 pop. Or is it kind of like a guard tower? Amo going to stone. I think preparing for that defense of a trash, but also maybe dropping that cheaper flank castle. Playing against the Koreans, they probably want to go into pike, help siege, so throwing axemen could be quite nice. But knowing Amo, he's probably just going to want to go big knight numbers. Man, this gate's just taken a battering. And if we force drop, we can go up. Excellent. And up on 22 pop and 23, 24 pop for Amo. Yeah, 23 pop. 24 pop it would have been. 23 pop for Maxi. So I don't think this is going to be a trash. We haven't gone to stone, so that's fine. And the Frank's just having berries available is huge. You can send these veals onto berries. You can see Maxi definitely in his opponent's heads already with the way he plays the game, but I apologize. It is definitely a trash. 5 veals on their way forward. 3 veals onto stone. Korean stoners take in... Well, they get stoned pretty quickly. Let's just put it that way. Oh, Gaia. Here we go. Which one are you chasing? They're actually going to be up at very similar times. Ooh. Maxi wanting to preserve HP. Correct decision. And where's he going to drop the tower? And how will Amo react to it? Loves his little house walls. House wall there, house wall there. Market. And counter tower. And again, Amo building quite aggressive counter towers. Like getting right in under that range. And blacksmith. Like you need to send these 3 bills. You need to get it up first. And he's definitely penned in. He's definitely up second. And blacksmith coming in. Bill gets out fine. And we got a little tower war. And Amo with the HP advantage. Phil Garrison to heal. Oop, gets it back in. Really well done. Really taking the HP advantage. And probably just needs to unqueue some builds and sell some stone and get up. Doing a really good job of repairing his tower here and forcing in the second tower. Fletching is in for Maxi though, which is actually going to be quite big. And Amo throws 4 of the bills out. I think you can just wall up now. Wall up, tower behind. You've got the 2 tower investment from your opponent. You just need to get up to Castle Age and get a mango now. FC Guard Tower Rush. I mean, like, it kind of fits, right? So I tell you my favourite thing to do with the Koreans, Kados, is to play them on hideout and just build towers all around the opponent's base, all in range of each other, and then you just click up. But he's going to chop his way through. And here we go. Amo's up. He'll lose that tower, but like Maxy's not been able to break in yet. And is repairing. Not is he legitimately thinking chopping is easier than he doesn't have enough fields. Oh my god. No, interesting. And barracks been made, and I mean, like, Frank Castle just goes here, right? Like, oh, is he? So he's clicking onto. Oh my god! So he's clicking onto gold to then be able to click back onto wood. He's a madman. He's trying to break the mechanics. Look at it. I honestly think you could have just punched a wall down by now, but I'm wrong there. And there's that Frank Castle. The Korean vision's pretty good. You can see the castle. So, what's Maxy doing at home? Look, should be able to go up pretty soon. Eco's actually looking pretty nice. Has got horse collar. Amo getting bit axe now. Amo dropping a. Whoop! What are we doing over here? We did get in. This is going to significantly delay Amo's boom, and Amo did boom really well. That tower goes down. Building a tower here, interesting. Does Amo see it? He does, yes. He's got vision of it from there, but it doesn't really range anything. This is definitely like, I just want to drop towers because they will become guard towers. And guard towers are actually incredibly good against mangonels. Mangonels, a couple of guard towers deal with mangonels with a lot of efficiency. So you kind of don't want a mangonel defense against them. Like, we come bearing wood. Clue. Denying gold here. There is safe gold for Amo. Amo can drop a TC when he gets the wood. He's going for a mangonel. There's not... This could be a little problem if he has to really micro his repairs properly and get 2 or 3 mangonels. But Maxy just going kind of full degenerate, and I love it. Man, do you like delete that and like send 4 knights and kill the vills? I think you do. I think that's worth it. And delete market even. I think you do it. Too late. These are all about to become guard towers. Just look at these stats go up, and then they get bonus damage against mangonels as well. And Maxy behind this is setting up his eco quite nicely. Is he going to do a castle drop maybe? And you see, look at these guard towers. Look at how much damage they do to a mangonel per hit. 10 per hit. You need 2 vills repairing. Good. The fact that it's in range of 2 towers is not good for Amo. Is he going to lose it? You really got to be paying attention. Don't lose it. And that's what's happened. Booze, how you going? Welcome in. You just missed your set. Well, you missed your set by a little bit because we just had to watch Plotter Ghost and Lights Out play on a water map for 14 hours. But welcome in. Glad you're on the other side of the bracket. Well, and you got Jawalloping Chris out of the way straight away, so... I don't know, both sides of this bracket's pretty interesting. But Maxy is just going to town. But Amo's... I don't know, Is one TC? Two castles. Fuck it, you can't get in. I'm Frank's. 2 towers. Let's do it like that way. I like it more. Just holding against the pressure really nicely. Now, if he dies with the Vils, the Knights would deal with everything. Korean towers, Frank towers. And dropping a TC to boom out here. Really, really good. Murder holes. Hey! Fast University murder holes. Here we go. The castle's going to go up. Very similar eco positions. Race collected a little bit better for Amo. And he drops his own tower. Now, hang on. Yeah. Yeah, the Knights are going to clean this up. Ooh, this is a bit of a throw. The tower's going to go down. Murder holes is in, right? But yeah, delete it. Smart. But there's no tower in it. Yeah. The castle being in range is pretty good. Have we got any... We do have the first armor. That's pretty nice. But yeah, cleaning up the forward vills is really good for Amo. And the towers are... Yeah, a lot of investment now that can't be... back. But geez, these stoners work fast. Is there another castle attempt? Maybe one back here? I'm not sure. And a throwing axeman. Don't know if that's a misclick, but it's happened. And the castle coming down again. Jeez, he's ballsy, Maxi. He's ballsy. Have we got a mango on the way? I think you just need to drop a mango and the 2 vills die. He's just going to kill the tower, yeah. Murder holes is big, but not big enough, I don't think. More vills are coming. Garrisoning in that tower is actually quite nice, quite smart. Yeah. Oh, the just ranges, that's... Yeah, but... I think we just, yeah, go kill that one. The castle's been hit by both castles, is it? No, just one. But a lot of pressure from Maxi. I really don't know how to like cast this game. I just don't know how it's going to play out because I'm often the player in Maxi's position, but I think Amo's setting up defensively quite nicely. This is one TC. Now, Imp is important. Imp is so important to what he's doing, and he's about to click up to Imp. So, Maxi doing what he needs to do here. As soon as this castle goes up, has he got other buildings? No, he needs the castle to go up to Imp. Oh, that's smart. I thought he was going to drop him in there, delete that, and get the castle up. So the castle goes up, and he goes up to Imp. Is Amo thinking Imp at all? Oh, and the tower stays up. Okay, Maxi's cooking. Maxi's cooking. Now, Imp will mean Trebs. Almost all the Knights were thrown at that. Others are healing up. I do like that. Siege Workshop, so it's going to be fast bombard cannons, I think. And walling himself in on the gold. Couldn't just send him back to gold here? No. And both castles now from the Frank player are firing on the Korean player. Now, what is Amo's position going to be like? I mean, Amo's got a lot of space to boom back into. 27 on farms. Or petards into the base would be kind of nice. And we can kind of, I mean, we could always just delete a palisade and leave, but we can definitely do that now. Amo is getting the eco there, so he should be clicking up shortly. It's going to be about 2 minutes behind. 2 minutes behind Maxi, so bombard cannons aren't going to be the play because chemistry will take too long to bring them in. And it's going to be 1 castle versus 2 castles in terms of Treb production. Smart walling. So this is it's gonna be quite interesting though. Yeah, that's it. I think we go up. we just win this treb war, right? We just go up and win the treb war. +2 would be nice. But adding in good eco behind. Adding more knights. Second TC for Maxi, I don't mind it. It's always a good time to drop it. And insta-treb, so... There's a lot of HP to get through, and we do have repair bills. Mangonel, actually quite a smart move. He's going to need Onager to really get a benefit. Oh, is the Mangonel just going to sit behind the walls and hit anything that comes forward? I think so. And Amo just leaves with 4 vills. Drops it. And re-walls, really smart. He's going to notice, right? Where are these bills being sent? Neither player knows what's going on here. Their focus is all at home on this push. So, Amo about to click up. Yep, kills the scout. Drops a TC somewhere. Starts booming out here. And 2 trebs straight away. Against 2 trebs, so Maxi getting his trebs out quite nicely. Now, no chemistry yet. Chemistry would be really big in terms of like winning the treb war. And Amo just going to boom out here. Now, I think we need to delete this mining. Oh, where are the trebs? Probably can fire from back here anyway. Yep, 2 trebs onto the castle. Repairing this castle nicely, but we are going to need some stone. So Amo's going to need to be buying stones. I don't believe petards can go into siege towers, Kados, but how fun would that be? You can let 1 castle go down. We do need more trebs. Cavalier coming into play. Although the Korean player is no longer... not going to be able to repair for too long. This castle is dead. Amo needs to add another treb. You see both players buying stone. Oh, I don't like how we're repairing, but the castle goes down, and now it just becomes a bit of a treble. Oh, there was a little keep in there as well. Amo being very patient. I do like it. Gets the keep down. Market targeting pretty smart. Now, it's about treb repair now. Really about treb repair, and what do we got? Archery ranges in the back. Both players booming in the middle. The Mango coming out, but has he seen the Cavalier yet? I don't think he knows the Cavalier are around. And that gate's going to go down. Good kills on the Mango. Good kills on the Mango. Gate goes down. Mango goes down. Tries to re-wall. Trebs are going to go down here. And that's a pretty good defense and cleanup from Amo. Man, I still can't believe Maxi chopped his way in. What a Chad. An absolute Chad. So, crossbow coming in. This is Amo from the Discord, yeah. It's my boy. So I do have a bit of bias towards him, and I do not apologize for it. And a market being built here. Now, is the market going to give vision? Nope. I love that. Nice forward market. And the Night Flood's kind of going to come into play now. Are we saving for Paladin, or is this just a bit of we're focusing on the push and just need to kind of get our stuff together? But ooh, nice little outpost here. And Amo's pushing out. Now, it is crossbows in behind. We still only have +1, so crossbow's going to be fine. And we do have bracer on them, so they're actually going to be really good in the defense. We can get enough numbers. Amo needs to start thinking about upgrades. He's got the res for it. couple of petards would go down pretty hard here, but we did lose both castles, so never mind. Rip. Oh, he lost his blacksmith. Okay. Forgiven. And get armor pretty quickly, I would hope. Keep defense, I don't mind it. And walling off to protect this area. Thumb ring, yep. So Maxy's not done with. Maxy's actually got a nice real eco behind this. And it's building up to defend quite nicely. So maybe if we could get him to mix in a few pikes, that would be quite nice. But the keep defense is just not going to last long enough as we see fortified walls coming in. And keep goes down. And I think the Night Flood, and we see Light have been added. Interesting. Expecting maybe a bit of monk defense. These chonkers are in place though. Maxy ain't giving up anytime soon. And why should he? And a castle in defense. His crossbow number's pretty good, and he's upgrading them appropriately. He's got ballistics. He's got bracer. Ammo just getting +2. And he's buying himself a lot of time and gonna wall him behind. Neither of these civs have good main potential, no. Well, I think the Korean main potential kind of has happened. Like their moment in time is done. I mean, I reckon a siege tower throwing axeman would be pretty meaty. I'd probably like to see either player getting chemistry and starting to get bombard cannons, either for defense or for the push. Making sure neither of them have got it and I wasn't blind. Both players been really patient. If we can get to a ball of like 40, 50 crossbow and then get Arbalester, this could be alright. Ooh, that was a hole. And adding pike, really good from Maxy. Maxy could hold this position. Like it's not over at all. Might be calling in late to work. Amo getting the relics is really smart, and Amo getting his boom off as well. He's actually not pushing because he's just booming. Like he's up to 108 vils. He's getting all his eco techs. Maxy, see the red in this base. I'm just like, is he cooking something else? Did we miss something? Amo needs to add more siege for this push. I think if we can get some bombard cannons in, Maxy can hold this position for quite a while. That is fortified wall. The most fortified of all walls. Refreshing our lumber camps under pressure. Always good to see. Yeah, get the archers in place. Start sniping. Yep, we're one hitting Cavalier. That's a good sign. But there's already a skirm transition. Left flank skirms. Miss armor, you know. They're good, but not standalone. So I guess this army mass is pretty good. And chemistry coming in for Amo, which is really nice. Arbalester and Elite Skirm for Maxy. I'd probably rather Elite Skirm be put into a few more pikemen. And Siege Workshop where we'll get some bombard cannons. So we don't know about this castle. So we do see the pike now, but the Skirm will deal with them quite nicely. And Arbalester in, so Maxy's going to be in a position to defend quite nicely here. We do need +4. +4 would be really big for Amo here. He's going to have Blast Furnace. And forward siege workshop. Here we go. Bombard cannon coming in. Maxy's just fortifying up really nicely. Probably start dropping TCs out here as well and just like get his boom off a little bit. Start dropping a TC here, like just really try and spend that wood and turn it into food. But there's a lot of pressure on him, so it's hard to kind of, you know, do everything really well, as we see like a ballistics heading the skirms there. But Amo getting ready to push his army numbers. 88 army. Eco, he's got map control. Paladin's coming in. And chemistry's coming in now for Maxy. And Maxy does have a Treb in defense. If he can snipe this bombard cannon. Yeah. This isn't the fight that Amo wants to take right now. Paladin's still 2 minutes away, and the Cavalier numbers are being decimated here by the Arbalesters, but the Pike meat shield going means that this is probably just going to be a bit of a procession for the Franks player. Gets a nice surround. And really, I love that micro. Great awareness. But pushing the castle at the same time. Trebs will go down. Having the skirms in play to just protect on the meat shield, really nice. And pulling back quite patient there. I'd definitely just dive and probably lose all my units. But we need ballistics for the skirms. And, smart, splitting up the Cavalier to get some raids in. And Maxy is out of gold, which is going to be a bit of an issue. Just a little bit left down there. But the Arbs can take really good fights against the Skirms one-on-one. Oh, no. Oh, deleting just as Paladin came in too. Now, Paladin is huge for the Franks. The HP's just gone up significantly as a result. And did that build just stand in the house? Oh, that's disappointing. And GG from Maxy, and 2-0 there for Amo.